sometimes you really do. You need to just release that stuff. Just release it and just.
Sometimes when we touch,
the honesty
it's too much.
This is a little too much.
Non-existent
guys.
because I've never been honest.
Little too much
That's
honesty
true.
right now. Just wow.
That traffic on 27th Street is constant and nonstop.
Indeed.
That's probably going to be the hardest sell of my house is having 27th Street.
We are live.
Yeah, we are. Told you I was going live. I wasn't lying.
He did say it.
You constantly lie.
Yep. I always lie, and that's
You
the
lied
truth.
earlier this week when you said we weren't going to do this show.
I said I wasn't sure. I said it was still up in the air.
I'll put you up in the air. How's that sound?
Yeah, well.
Had your mom up in the air.
She likes that little trapeze thing, his mom. Just like,
And I just had her duct taped to the ceiling.
oh, really? Wow, that's some crazy shit there.
Good. It's good. These are all great jokes. You're an excellent comedian. You should be very proud of yourself. Why don't you go ahead and do your stand-up then for the people on Twitch?
Yeah, I've seen you guys both do stand up. The crowds were there in throes.
Tell me about it.
That is a painful moment for Michael.
That's what helping all your friends and family for, your entire life leads up to when you finally ask them for one singular favor of just showing up so that they can get free pizza and beer. They're not interested. Yeah. And not a one of you except for Chad was there either. I didn't know you yet, Laura. You're off the hook.
I didn't know you guys.
I was there for the other 4 days and I had a conflict.
I didn't know you guys yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Not asking for much, just for you to show up and hurt your liver for an entire straight week.
I never asked you to drink except for one day. Drinking was only involved for you in one day. The rest of it was free beer, and your ass did that to yourself.
Yeah, you did do it to yourself, Phil. It's true. We didn't have a choice. Mike and I didn't have a choice. Okay, we had to do it. But you had a choice.
We didn't have to drink on the cooking day. We chose to drink.
Yeah, we did. We did choose it. Yeah. That was more, hair of the dog, though, because the night before was pretty.
Yeah, because the night before was the worst. It was the absolute worst.
That was terrible. So, it has been a while, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again for Deadlands-Blood Moon, Episode 6, A Long Night in Cuchiti. Hey, Phil, or shall I say Reverend Fullerton, why don't you fill us in on just exactly what happened last time, because it was 2 weeks ago, last time on Deadlands?
Well, we had just rolled into a small little town known as Cuchiti. We had made it over the bridge, and there by the bridge was a man face down in the dirt.
We promptly ignored that, man.
Yes, we promptly ignored that, went along our way. Came to be greeted by a Miss Dolores Henry, who was very indignant about the timing of our arrival. Seemed as though we had been expected for some time. This was not something we knew about. But we sorted the situation out a little bit. Our good friend Dr. Mathis, I believe, spoke to her at length.
I did.
Yes, and the man, who we had previously ignored, started moving. We went to check on his situation. Concerned he may have been rising from the dead or something sinister such as that, but nope, just had taken quite a knock on the head, as it turned out, and he was recognized by our esteemed deputy.
Thank you.
And who was he again?
That was Whitey McGee.
Whitey McGee.
Whitey McGee. That's right. That's right. And what did we know about Whitey McGee?
Whitey McGee was wanted. He had a bit of a bounty on his head for cattle rustling, horse rustling, thefting, and robbery.
So we sort
You
of.
got it all.
I think that's good.
Forced animal husbandry.
It's an unfortunate term, animal husbandry. It's an unfortunate
So that implies that there was at least two animals involved with each other. Now, I'm wondering if that was not the case.
The rumor going around is that it was a sick ostrich. Anyway, yeah, Wyoming, where the men are men and the sheep are nervous. So we made our way around town, kind of getting settled. Found a place to board the horses. Had a discussion with the man there. He was apparently the closest thing the town had to a doctor. Had him look over Mr. Whitey McGee.
Dude worked in the damn stables.
But they called him Doc. I don't know if that's always been his name, but Doc.
Be a complete waste of time.
Doc confided in me a little bit about being a field surgeon during the war. Yada yada yada. We moved on. I got settled. A couple people who got things settled up at the hotel. The deputy took him up into a room there where he could be monitored. Fortunately, he
For his health.
for his health. Unfortunately, he took flight at some point.
He did.
And became apparently a great danger and was tragically shot in the back of the head.
He made way for the door, and he was under arrest. He knew that. He made that decision himself.
Buford T. Hayes and I made our way around town, went to the local merchants. All the people around town had very similar stories about these creatures, these metallic creatures coming into the town, taking the living, taking the freshly dead from their graves. All the more concerning. So
They've also taken all the livestock. Remember that.
Yes, what?
They've also taken most of the livestock.
Right.
So
And the livestock, yes.
But it didn't seem like they were killing them, just taking them away.
So, all this happening, we reconvened eventually at the saloon, which originally was going to be the saloon owned by Miss Dolores Henry, but that got kind of scrambled in the. But we ended up meeting with some people of import around the town, along with including the mayor, Dayton, and eventually we're joined by Mr. Bill Mason, the acting constable of the town, and they kind of outlined what was going on, their plans for defense of the town, and we kind of left off with eating and having a bite to eat and meeting the good Constable Mason's family.
I remember Dr. Mathis went to the graveyard, correct?
I did.
And looked at, there was only 2 deaths in the town due to the attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And you went to the graves of them, and they was all dug up?
They were in fact disturbed, dug up. The bodies were gone, and there was no sign of any type of the bodies being either buried alive or coming back to life after death. So it seems as though the bodies were taken for some reason.
any other details that anyone else would like to bring back up, share with the rest?
For those of you that didn't watch the previous episode, who might be turning in for the first time today, when Reverend Winslow said that Whitey McGee was tragically shot while fleeing,
Tragically
shot, That is what all of us think, but that is not exactly what happened. Francis Gunn shot him.
How dare you?
I feel like that's an important thing for the audience
is
to
important.
know.
Squirrel.
No, I do say that's important for the other people to know.
And I do apologize.
Okay,
I kind of
so-
glossed over his conversation with Whitey. Why don't you tell us more about what he told you?
Well, maybe he told me some stuff about a San. What's that name of that town again? San something. San Sebastian.
That town's is
San
called.
Bernardino, California.
It is called. Wait for it. San Isidoro.
San Isidoro. Okay. And a guy named Dylan, pretty sure that's one of the dead dudes in his crew that we ran into in the camp up previously on the river. Talked about a glowing child, which doesn't make any damn sense, and a big ass rock. Apparently, that big ass rock makes them do stuff. They're like afraid of it, or they're controlled by it. Anyway, the queen controls the whole group. There's a big ass rock. It's buried in San Isidoro somewhere. Glowing child knows where it is, and there's wolf beasts. Maybe that was a lot of information that seemed real. Oh, he gone. And maybe that was a lot of information that seemed real valuable. And maybe to a certain deputy. And maybe if that Whitey would have wandered around just telling people, that could have been detrimental to not only the future of the success of our group, but the success of Francis's career. So what we're going to do here is we're going to shoot him goddamn in the head and do a frame job that no one's going to argue about.
That made sense.
Laptop internet died.
Uh-oh.
Can you just buy a new fucking laptop?
Oh, Phil.
A tablet. You know what? Go ahead and get a children's leapfrog tablet and duct tape an LG flip phone to the front of it. It's better than what you're fucking using.
I have an iPad I never use.
There's a...
It's down here. It's over there, I think.
No, it's in my car.
Oh, okay.
I took it. I don't remember when, but
It real sucks bad. I don't know if that would be any better.
Oh, Phil.
Are we gonna wait for Phil?
No, continue. If you have extra detail, if you have some more detail you'd like to add.
Oh no, if we were gonna wait for Phil, I was gonna go off on a tangent.
Oh,
What's your tangent? I want to hear that.
Yeah, go tangent.
Well, tomorrow I'm driving up to Omaha
Nothing to do
to
with
sign paperwork for my new job.
Oh shit, that's right.
And
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot. I probably didn't even get to tell you.
Yeah, I saw it on the Faces books and stuff, so I knew about it.
But I will likely find out what kind of laptop they are giving me for this job. And the sad part is next week I will have to give back my work laptop and my beautiful 2 monitors. So I may need help and assistance from you tech-minded gentlemen to help me figure out what I need to purchase to make that double monitor situation happen in my home, potentially able to use it with both my personal laptop and my new work laptop.
My brain made up of one half flat basketball, so you might want to ask those two.
I think between Mr. Hayes and myself, we could figure that out for you.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
I have another monitor down here.
It'd be nice if the laptop that they're giving you has some sort of docking station.
That'd be.
That's what I have right now.
Yeah.
My work laptop is an HP and there's a docking station.
That takes care of half of your problem right there.
Yeah. The only issue I have with that is pretty much every day when I log onto my computer, I have to unplug and replug in the monitors because they
Right, get
short
recognized.
out or die or I don't know. But
Yeah.
if that's the only problem that I have to deal with the docking station, then that's fine.
Well, now that we have Phil back, or I'm sorry, Mr. the Reverend, let's go ahead and let's get ourselves some fate chips, shall we?
Yay, fate chip!
Fate chip.
I wonder how many whites I'll get. I bet 3.
Hey. Okay, let's start up there with
Not a fan of the whites.
Mr. Hayes. Gonna
Uh,
give
Not anyone.
Excuse me, that's Mr. Hayes.
Mr.
Hi.
Here we go, Mr. Hayes.
Slippers keep falling off.
3 whites for Mr. Hayes.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Deputy Gunn.
Yep.
2 reds and a white.
Ooh, will accept.
Doctor.
Mm.
2 whites and a red.
Alrighty.
And the Good Reverend. Also 2 whites and a red.
No blue chips this game.
And now, a bonus for everyone.
Is it because I murdered a man last time? I bet
No.
it is.
Allegedly.
Mr. Hayes gets a blue chip. Mr. Hayes, excuse me. Miss Deputy Gunn, another red chip.
Woo!
The Good Doctor, another white chip. And the Good Reverend, also another white chip. And just to go over things just very quickly, once again, white chips. Basically, you can use it to re-roll any skill check or whatever they call it in this game. The only thing you can't re-roll with it is a critical fail. You can soak a wound with it. The reds allow you to re-roll a critical fail, and everything the white does. And the blues allow you to re-roll damage and everything else that the white does. Those are the rules of this particular game of Deadlands. So,
And which one allows you to then draw one? Is that the...
well, that would be if you use
That would be red.
the
Blue
reds.
Does, with blue, he can't.
Right. That would be if you use a red, I can draw another one. But you know, I'm the game master, so you know, am I going to use them a lot? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't worry about
He's
that a whole
game
bunch.
master. You know how it is GMing. Sometimes you just make up the dice rolls anyway.
The white chips
gonna
also
lie.
allow you
Yeah.
to change your shaken status.
I think the third 20 in a row is probably a little harsh
Yes.
for the group. Let's down this a bit.
All of them would allow you to immediately soak a wound. So that's something to remember. The whites do that. All of them do that. So, all
We need to
right.
know that specifically for tonight, Chad.
I'm just saying that that's something you can do.
Yeah.
You know, as you make your way through this long night in Cuchiti. And when we left off, you had just heard Little Willie Mason, look up at his mom and say, I know where the bugs are. I know where to find them.
Sorry, young man.
The bugs. I know where you can find the bugs.
I will glance at his parents.
Yes, Bill Mason looks at his son and looks at his wife, Jenny. William? What do you mean you know? Well, I just followed them that one time, and I was real quiet though, and they didn't even hear me. And I was able to, and I followed them to where they go, and then they go into to these canyons. And I didn't go into canyons though, Mom, because you told me not to ever go into canyons.
If you could look at a map, young man, could you point that out?
I don't know. Bill walks up to his son. William, what exactly are you saying? You know, you followed the bugs? Sure, Paul. I just followed him out over there. He grabs the boy and takes him over to the table. The boy looks at the map.
Starts beating him.
He looks at the map. And the map that you're looking at isn't all that different than the map that you were given by the colonel.
Right.
It's got a lot of the area mapped out, where the towns are, that kind of things, where some topographical, some rivers, things like that. And the boy he has no idea what he's looking at. He just keeps looking at it.
Willie. Can I call you? I don't give a shit. Willie. What direction out town did you follow him? What building did you pass heading on?
No, I just went out. I just went out that way. And he points basically to the west.
Went out west. Now, did you stay on that way? Did you go straight? Wait, Mama, you said no go in them canyons. Mama, you know where these canyons are?
All right, everybody, let's just settle down. Jenny, who the wife, she is not happy. She is not happy at all. Honey, can you guys excuse us for a second? Just a.
Yeah, real quick second.
He grabs the boy and his wife, and they head to the corner of the bar, and they're talking very low. She is very angry. The boy just looks up and is just staring at his parents in between them, and Bill is trying to calm her down.
Hayes, go bar the door. Don't let none of them pass. Matthews, Fullerton, you watch them like hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you could just continue to hear. They're not gonna. I'm not gonna send my son. I'm not gonna send my son out there. And
I'm gonna lose my temper. Anybody else want to step up?
If you don't mind, sorry to interrupt. I don't believe that any of us have any intention of asking your son to take us anywhere. That is far too dangerous for a young child. And young man, you should know better than to follow crazy-looking alien bugs. But that is another subject that I will let your mother handle. We simply just want to know on a map where these bugs could be found. We're not asking any of you to come with us.
We're just asking you to be useful.
Well, that was uncalled for, Mr. Gunn.
Well, I'm backing you. Okay, I'll back. Okay.
You're not being helpful.
I'm trying.
Go back to your corner.
Jenny, just hear me out. He takes us as far until he can point to that cavern. That's all. He's just got to point to the canyons, Jenny. He's 8. Bill, he's 8.
How many canyons are there around here that we would need the help of this child to point out the specific canyon?
He walks over to a window that is west, that just looks west, straight down the main street here. You're in building 1, just a refresher, if you can see that on stream.
Right on.
And you have the road going out of town west, headed this way, right?
You can see the dark place from Lion King.
He walks to a window that's basically right at the edge here, and you can see pretty much right down the road leaving town. And he points. He goes, "You see those mountains over there? Canyons. Lots of canyons. He's got to show us." And my wife said he's 8. His map skills, admittedly, my fault, not the best, okay? Listen, nothing's going to happen tonight, okay? You can see the sun's actually cresting over the top of those mountains. It's about to be pretty dark. First thing in the morning. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Come back here. We'll find that canyon. Okay? Good enough? Jesus
Good enough.
Christ, Bill. Honey.
Ma'am, woman to woman, I promise you, I will not let anything happen to this fine young man. Or your husband. I'm also a doctor.
I can appreciate that, but I don't know you. Willie? She grabs her son and heads for the front door. Mr. Hayes, right at you. Excuse me.
Stand by. Let her pass.
She leaves. Lord in heaven, we
Bill?
will find that. We will. Yes.
How I know they ain't gonna skip town?
I can guarantee that that won't be a problem. We'll be here. You'll have our help. I have a job to do. Didn't want it, but it's mine, so we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay. I'll have to say good evening to all of you now. So I'm sorry.
You have an excellent evening.
He heads to the door. I like you, Mr. Hayes. Could you give me a notice roll, please?
Go ahead and roll a whipping his ass roll.
$14 with 2 raises.
There you go. You can feel the vibrations of the street outside
He's
through the
in predator
floorboards.
vision.
Right. You know someone is. You hear footsteps outside the saloon door. Someone's headed your way just as Bill has begun to leave the building.
I just kind of give the universal sign for let's gather together. There's someone coming.
Just as Bill grabs the doorknob, someone else from the other side pushes it open, forcing him back in. It is Mayor Dayton and his two cronies that were with him earlier here when you first came into the bar. They fan out and stop inside the doorway.
Bartender, another, please. I have a feeling. One more.
Excuse me, the mayor says. Can you explain this? And hands it to you, Mr. Hayes, as you're the closest one to it. It is a telegraph. The long string of things, and then there's a handwritten piece of paper with it, if you don't know Morse code.
I take it from him and I read it.
The telegraph says, dispatching 5-man patrol at sunup. Expect arrival after sundown tomorrow. Santa Fe. Signed Santa Fe. Would you all like to explain to me who the hell you are?
I hand the note over to Deputy Gunn.
I read it over his shoulder.
At first I thought you said you were going to read it to him.
I can do that too. I'll just whisper out the big words into his ears.
Could you kindly just take 5 steps off to wherever the hell?
Look, I can clearly tell you are struggling.
I am not.
Trying to save you.
I've been reading my whole life. Please, kindly. Do whatever. It's a patrol. I don't know if you're new to the concept, but that's a patrol sent your way because you sent a message to Santa Fe about asking for help. They have gotten it. They are sending it. Are you confused?
I am confused to the fact that you all arrived here, giving us the impression that you were sent from Santa Fe.
And we were sent from
And
Santa
we were sent from Santa Fe.
Do you think they would just do it the one time and then, like, never, ever again?
Why is it that we're just now getting word from Santa Fe about this patrol that's being sent here based on the telegraph that we sent them 2 days ago? Why did they say nothing about you?
I work for the deputy's office, not the telegraph. Could not tell you.
Sirs, I am confused. And when I'm
Now, when you
confused,
sent
I
out this
worry.
request, did you direct it to anybody personally?
It was sent directly to the Confederate armies located there in Santa Fe.
So the person in charge of that would be a name of Colonel Sinclair.
Indeed, Sinclair is in charge.
And Sinclair was the man who sent us here.
Uh-huh.
So you're telling me that you also were sent by Colonel Sinclair?
Regardless of this message right here that you received, that you say you received just today, we were sent by Colonel Sinclair.
I do not like feeling suspicious, sir.
It is quite likely, sir, if I may interject, that perhaps your missive never got to Colonel Sinclair, and instead was handled by a peon, who then sent another group, not knowing that Colonel Sinclair had already sent us. He is a very important man, and a very busy man. I highly doubt that he personally handles every missive coming his way from outlying territories.
Good mayor, this is a cause for celebration, not suspicion.
Right, you've got 10 people coming.
While we out doing our job, you will have protection herein.
As of yet, I have no reason to trust or distrust the lot of you. I hope that continues. I apologize for interrupting your supper. Good day to you.
Apologies.
No apology necessary there, Mayor.
Yes, I understand the source of the confusion, and I give you, for what it's worth, my word as a man of the cloth that we are here to help.
Well, that is somewhat assuring, Padre. Thank you.
Almost as if the star don't mean shit, but have a nice night.
I don't like him.
He's very prickly. Like, you know what he's like? Have you ever had the inside of a prickly pear? Very, very sweet, delicious fruit. Outside's a little bit rough. That's Mr. Francis Gunn right there.
You're talking to somebody who don't shave the prickly pear there, Mathis. I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
I'm trying to help you.
You know, sometimes you just gotta let a man dig his own grave.
All three tip their hats and exit the saloon. Bill, however, turns back around. I can trust you, right?
Bill, we're gonna go get the damn. Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Good night. Good night to you. And he also leaves.
Low rent, bumpkin ass, middle of nowhere, fucking idiot. Why would they send another one? I mean,
Is he
probably
gone?
what you said, right? They
He's
just
gone.
weren't communicating all right.
It's just the four of
They
you
don't
and the
think we got
bartender.
killed, do they? Oh, motherfuckers.
It's been less than 2 days. There's no way they think we got killed. I think it's a crossed wires, miscommunication, or it's
Oh.
Mrs. Sinclair sending some folks to check up on us and make sure we are doing what he wants us to be doing.
If I may posit another theory,
Please.
seems to me that Colonel Sinclair sent us here to investigate the situation, completely unrelated to that telegram, and is just now getting around to sending people to help secure and defend this location, whereas which is seems to be a secondary concern of his to our mission of simply finding out what we're up against. He seems like he wants to know how all the pieces will fall before he really makes a move.
That makes sense. He didn't know we'd end up in Cuchiti.
I understand our mission here is to observe and report, but I cannot in good conscience let these people suffer.
Suffer. Reverend, I don't mean to.
Suffer further.
They making their own suffering. They're touched like someone I arrest on the weekends. Let's just say that.
They're being attacked by beings they have no understanding of. Quite frankly, we have no understanding of.
Smartest person in this whole town is a little 7-year-old boy. Let's think to follow them. Find out where they is. Where they come from.
I would ask us to prayerfully consider a way to not involve that boy.
I said look for it on the map. I tried.
You did.
And you know what? If we're concerned that maybe the mother's not going to let him come in the morning, we can always sneak off in the night and take him.
Careful.
Think not, Mr. Hayes.
Look, I'm just saying,
We ain't kidnapping.
if we're here to do a
I
job,
said child wrestling.
we got to find the ways to do it.
I ain't worried about that. I am worried about her sneaking off. That's a real worry.
And that's what I'm saying. If she sneaks off with a boy, we don't have directions.
And that's why we're going to be around the clock outside Mr. Mason's home.
Furthermore, if they try and flee in the dead of night, they will not be safe out there.
I think they probably know that.
See, and then we take the boy for his own safety.
We're
You're
not
not
kidnapping
taking-
the child, hey.
I'm just saying we can't do this without the boy.
And I'm saying I'm wearing this damn star and I ain't kidnapping no damn child.
I said nothing about kidnapping. I said something about safekeeping.
Borrowing and returning, as much as you may think, that's still theft. You're aware of that, correct?
I'm just saying he'd be safer with us than running around with his mother out in the wilderness. I agree
Well,
with
that's
what
not something I can
Reverend
argue.
Winslow was
Correct.
saying.
You two can argue till high heaven. I will volunteer to post watch outside of their house. I slept late today and I'm feeling energized to the point where I think I can make it for a night without sleep.
We will split. You will not go a full night. Tomorrow's a long ride and we might be shooting at some giant bug monsters.
Now, when you say we,
I mean we.
is that the royal we?
It's the royal including you. That's what that means. Every last one of us.
You can tell through the window that the sun is definitely set behind the mountains. It's still sort of that just after sundown gray, but it won't be long before it is dead dark.
We need to find a Mason house before we bed down for the night, and that means all of us. There's 4 fucking buildings in this town, and we can find it. Pardon my language, Dr. Mrs.
Is the barkeep still there?
He is.
Hope so. Someone's been filling my glass.
Yeah.
It's a ghost bartender. Oh man!
I go up to him and say,
It's Dad.
"Excuse me, but we still have some unfinished business with the sheriff, and I was wondering if you might point me to where his house may be, that we may be able to contact him yet this evening."
Well, we ain't got no sheriff. We do have a
Constable.
constable.
You need constable.
We got it as a constable, and the constable he there's a small living quarters just off the jail. That would be across the street and down west of town.
I happen to be familiar with that area. Thank you very much.
Very little.
You're very welcome, sir. You can tell that he's nervously been wiping the same spot on the bar. It's very, very shiny where he's been wiping.
Oh, yeah, that one spot is very clean.
Why are you nervous, man? You're okay.
It's been a difficult couple of weeks here. It's been things are happening.
I can't imagine.
People are leaving and people are getting things. Those creatures are stealing. I don't know how much longer that I'm gonna be able to be here. I just don't know.
Mr. Bobby Boucher, I would like you to please just take a moment and breathe.
Is there anything else I can get for you folks here today?
It's going to be a long night for us. Any chance we can get the key to this place? We will repay you for anything used.
Do you have
honor, on my badge, this place will be fine.
Do you have a skill in what would that be in this game?
It's charisma, but it's something you have to get extra edges in.
Charisma has been removed from this game.
From this particular game.
There is a persuasion skill.
Oh, I have that.
Okay,
I have persuasion.
Give us a quick persuasion roll, and go ahead and give you a +1 on this roll.
Oh, +1?
Yeah.
Can I reroll or just
For
give
the
myself
badge.
a 1? You want me to reroll or just give myself a 1?
If you give yourself a 1, that's 4, and that passes. So.
Okay. I was going to say, yeah, because I could still fail the other way.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's all good. I would be just fine with that, sir. I'd be just fine. At this point, I will. We need your help, sirs. And ma'am, we do need your help. There ain't no key. There's just me here. I'll just be in the back, and you help yourself to what you need. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry it might be a long night for you then as well, sir. But do your best to just get your rest.
I will do my best to help you whatever your need might be, sir. I am going to lay down now, sir. Thank you. Leaves the rag on the bar and disappears behind a curtain.
I sure hope they sent that next group with a budget. Oh, by the way, Reverend, if you'd like to help out the bartender, he hadn't entirely drilled a hole through his own bar with that rag yet. You can go ahead and start whenever.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
That's no rag on you. That guy.
What would you like to do next?
I believe we said we're going to be staking up a Mason house.
Right. Who wants to take a little look around with me?
I wouldn't mind heading off with you there, Deputy. Take a look around.
Doctor, Reverend Doctor.
I will come along as well.
No sense in staying here for the moment. Yeah, of course, sounds good. Could take a look around and then figure out shifts and our accommodations already been taken care of. I don't believe I ever got the chance to ask you.
We got one room at that one hotel, but the other one's in maintenance currently.
Right.
I'm assuming they set us up another, but I didn't rightly check.
Oh, we can see to that after we.
There.
Scout the
Worst case
situation.
scenario, we're all sleeping in chairs in this here bar. I guess
right.
out then.
So, Mr. Hayes, you are you leading the way here since you know where everything is, or what is the plan?
Yeah, I'm basically taking them over to where the constabulary is, just to get a bearings of where we believe the Mason house is going to be.
Right. The right here, building 8. That is the constable's office, and connected to it is another building.
Oh, those two buildings are connected?
Yep.
Okay. Which one is it, Ace? Ace. Hi.
Mr. Hayes.
Which one's building?
Well, if memory serves me correctly, the constabulary is on the western side, with the living quarters, I assume, on the eastern side.
Yeah, you leave that.
You do see there are some lights on in this building, the eastern building. There are no lights on in the western building. Lantern light, that is, of course.
Correct me, I'm wrong here. I'm often wrong here. We do half and half. One person sit at that western window in the bar, watch the front end. The other person hangs out in them stables, watch the back end.
Bar.
Split it halfway through, and then we cut to the other two midway through the night.
Bar.
That's quite all right, Doctor. I can work that shift with you. I have no problem staying in the stables for the duration.
Well, that's very nice of you, Reverend. Very godly. You lucky. You just always the time. That puts us at second shift because y'all starting. Good luck. All right, Hayes. Let's go figure out a bed.
All right.
I'll make my way to the bar.
To the stables.
All right.
Reverend, you might want to grab a bottle of whiskey before you wander out there. Just saying.
I'll keep the senses sharp for now. It's dangerous.
Ain't nothing but the senses. It get cold.
I grabbed a bottle of whiskey.
It's actually a common misconception that alcohol keeps you warm in the cold. It actually is a depressant and will thin your bloodstream and make you get hypothermia quicker.
I put the bottle back.
She just trying to steal the whiskey from you. That's a lie. I wander out towards that one hotel.
All right, so Deputy and Mr. Hayes, you're headed back to the hotel.
My real idea, now that I'm looking at it, was that somebody would be inside the stables area,
Okay.
that fence area, so you could see the back of the building. So there's somebody watching the front of the building, somebody watching the back of the building.
Gotcha. So am I correct in my mapping here? We have the Reverend down, this little tiny dot down here.
Right.
Looking
And in between
through the
them
back.
buildings and stuff, it wouldn't be too bad for being out there all night.
Right. True enough. And
Not all night,
Doctor, are you out on the porch then, or are you inside, looking through a window? What would you prefer?
I will be inside looking through a window.
Okay.
Unless the tavern has a closing time where they will no longer be open. And then I will leave.
Yeah. You basically have the run of the place.
I talked my way into circumventing closing time.
Yeah, you did.
The hell with you, Matchbox 20, or I can't remember what band did that song.
That would
Green
be
Day?
Semisonic.
Semisonic.
Do not
No.
have to go home, and you can stay here. Yes.
That's my retirement plan, by the way. Own a bar. Be that old guy at the end.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll cut to. Do you want to cut to the hotel, or do you just want? Is that where you're headed? Is the hotel?
Do we need to? Is there another
really.
room? Other two rooms?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
So the both of you have headed to the hotel.
I don't think it's necessary, unless
Okay.
A's you aren't going to bed.
Mr. Hayes.
Yeah, I would try to get rest. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You as well? All right. So
Yes.
you guys just head over to, just give you a quick, quick refresher here. So you are here in Building 4, the Canyon Hotel. You each have your own room. And, of course, you can see where the other two are here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, let's start our long night in Cuchiti.
But before leaving, I would scan the bar to see if there is any kind of, if there's any kind of rug or maybe someone left a code of some kind. I, of course, would have my. I suppose, actually, you know what? I would. That's silly. On my way there, I would stop at the livery and just grab a spare blanket from the cart.
Yeah, you absolutely in the livery. There's horse blankets galore. You can take your pick. The one that smells the least bad. The one with the least amount of hair. Yep, absolutely. All right, the evening begins. Let's make a quick roll here.
Roll to nap. Patrick, as we are both fathers, you get a +7.
Yep, the first.
You got a +8 because of age too.
All right, the first quarter of your watch is pretty uneventful. There's, as you know from earlier walking through the town, there's just not a lot of people left. A lot of people have just abandoned. Reverend, Docta hasn't even, or his daughter or granddaughter, they are nowhere to be found. You're assuming that they're in one of the back buildings already bunked for the night. but nothing. That first quarter, you hear nothing's happening.
So they're not really checking on the stables overnight, which I suppose
Well, not yet.
You had mentioned that there was livestock being taken. Is there much in the way of livestock left?
The only things that are there are that you've seen are your horses. That's it.
Okay.
Yep. But hour 2, let's have Reverend go ahead and actually let's have both of you make a notice roll for me.
Well,
That would be a 5.
Okay.
yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, 7.
All right. Both of you, yep, you notice a lantern light coming from. It emerges from this building, if you can see on stream. That seems to be that is attached to the livery area. A lantern light comes on, and you do see that lantern enter the livery. Someone is wandering around, and they do
On to the lantern.
They do seem to be
Calling it.
checking, wandering through the livery and stable area. At this point, all you see is the lantern and it moving.
I would cautiously and calmly speak up to announce my presence. I would say, Doc, if that is you, I don't mean to startle you. I am here. If you care to talk, I could explain my presence.
This ain't Doc. I'm his granddaughter. Who's that there?
Oh, hello. It's me, the Reverend Winslow Fullerton. I had paid to have our pack animals kept here.
Yes, Reverend. I remember. I was here.
The excitable stable girl and the Reverend meet late at night.
You don't have to be here. And are you worried about your horses? Because I'm checking on them now.
Well, young lady, I will be perfectly honest with you. Though it is nice to see the animals safe. I am not here because I do not trust your care of them. My compatriots and I are concerned that some people may flee in the night, and we don't feel that we're concerned they would put themselves in great danger if they did so. So I am simply here keeping watch.
Oh, okay then. I don't mean to bother you. I'll just check on your animals and I'll be back to bed then.
You're more than obviously this is your place. You're more welcome to go about your business. Later on tonight there may be someone besides me here also from my party. But I assure you there are no horse thieves among us.
All right then. You're a strange fella, aren't you? Good night.
So I've heard. Pleasant evening. God be with you.
And with you. She ducks into one of the stable areas. Things continue. She, you see that lantern go back into the building. It goes out. Third hour. Pretty calm. Nothing happens there. Your final hour. Your final hour. Notice roll from both of you, please.
Ask for the kid's dead.
I will use a Benny.
No pressure. Child dead.
Wrong kid died.
Son of a bitch! I'll use a second one. There, I'll take that forward.
All right. Both of you hear a familiar howl. Way off in the distance. I'd like you to both roll a guts check, please. But it's pretty far away, so give yourself a +1. Is that with the +1, Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Reverend, you are unaffected, but Doctor,
Yes.
you are afraid. That howl chills you a bit, especially from you both recognize it from the night you spent on the trail, the night with the fire in the distance. And let's see, that was your final hour.
Do I know what direction it seemed to be from?
Do you have a survival? Can you make a survival roll?
Untrained, but I can make a typical untrained roll at it.
Go ahead, just -2 to your roll.
So -2 to a D4. I'm feeling I have no clue.
Yes, you do not know the direction. Seems to bounce around a bit, but you do know that it's from pretty far away. All right, it's been 4 hours. Your shift is up.
I'm going to down my drink, refill my flask, since I figure I'm the only one in here. And I'm going to run upstairs to Mr. Hayes' room and knock rather incessantly on the door. Welcome to Download.
Mr. Hayes, let's go ahead and roll.
Do I hear it?
That is the question. Let's just do a notice roll. That'll be fine. But you get a -1 because I'm gonna say you're sleeping.
I do not hear it.
I open the door.
Was it locked?
Yeah. No one's going to steal my silk pajamas.
Well, I don't have lockpicking. That is not a thing that I have. I will knock louder. I won't do it.
Really? Just not going the other way at all. Just not interested.
Nobody likes the deputy, apparently.
She knows that the deputy will make fun of her for being afraid, and so she does not want to go to the deputy. Louder knocking.
Bang, 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 bang. Ah. Mr. Hayes.
I get up, I cross to the door, and I say, this better be important.
It's your turn. Also, there was howling, and I'm a little afraid.
Similar to the howling we heard out on the prairies there, huh?
The very same.
I see. From which direction did you hear them come?
Which direction was it? Did I have a sense, or just far away?
Could you go ahead and roll survival?
All right. That is. Well, it's untrained. I don't have survival, and so it would be a D4 -2, which means it is impossible to succeed. So I would fail.
If you
that.
explode, it is possible.
If you
Tried it.
explode, yeah. And remember, you have your
What you see
The
there
wild
is
die as
the
well.
result. But
That is true. That is true.
whoa.
No.
Nope. You did not know. You have no idea what direction. You knew that it is from a distance, but you don't know what direction.
I don't know the direction.
It comes from.
Was it as loud as what we heard?
It was far away.
All right. All right. Well, I'll best be getting dressed and heading on over.
If I woke you first, you could have your pick of the spots.
Oh, I greatly appreciate that.
We outsiders need to stick together.
I guess so.
5 minutes later, I'm in the middle of a stable. Oh, goddamn.
I get dressed and head on over.
And I will go to my room and I will lock the door. And I will.
Excuse me, we had 2 rooms,
just be.
and you went to the other one.
But we only got 2 rooms?
2 total rooms, but Mr. Hayes just left one of them.
Oh, well, then I'll go in that room. That door.
And she would probably be fairly safe in my room anyway.
And I likely will not sleep. For I am afeared.
Rev, are you going to wake me up?
Or will Mr.
Wake
Hayes
me
do it?
up. No, yes, I would go to the hotel. Well, yes, I would go to the hotel and wake him up. The plan was not clarified, so I would probably stand a moment and see that I'm not naturally being relieved, and then I would just go on my way there. And yes, I would just give a on the door. Deputy gone.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Wow, light sleeper when he's not totally wasted.
Who are you and why do I need to shoot you?
This is Reverend Fullerton. I mean not to startle you. I
don't know if that's a good reason.
well,
All right.
simply it is your turn to keep watch.
Yeah, I hear you. Give me a minute. Find my pants.
Of course. I would kind of. I'm apprehensive about leaving my post completely, like, unmanned, just even for the time it takes for the changing of the guard. So I'd kind of be, if there's a window or any way for me to peek outside, I would still kind of be looking outside.
There's no window, but there's a wall.
Good.
At the end of the hall, there is a window with gives you some visibility, but not a lot.
I'm up. Rev, pleasure. Anything of note?
Well, unfortunately, just recently I heard more of the howling that we heard the other night, just before finding those poor souls ripped to shreds, but it did seem to be at some distance.
Feel like I buried the lead a bit. That's okay. You get some rest. You hear shooting, it's me. Come running. Thank you.
I know we have a lot to do tomorrow. Should I also stay up?
No. Go to sleep.
Okay. Very well. Good night and good luck.
Middle of the damn thing. Fucking goddamn.
Deputy Gunn, as you leave the hotel, Mr. Hayes, how I mean, were you had you left already? How far ahead of Mr. Deputy Gunn do you think you are?
Oh, it didn't take me very long to change at all.
Okay.
And I assume we didn't want to leave the space uncovered for very long.
He does magician changes where he just like pulls up a curtain and pulls it back down. And he's
Does the outfit changes?
I would say I'm probably
shows.
only just a couple minutes ahead of him because I assume he sleeps in his clothes.
Yeah. It's not that big a town. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put you at the saloon while the deputy is leaving the hotel. And I would like, since none of you is fully asleep yet, and probably none of you are fully awake yet, let's have everybody roll a notice roll, please.
I'm very afraid.
First she was afraid. She was petrified.
Wow, everybody else did pretty good.
Oh, if it's not too late, I also would have let the deputy know that the people at the livery, I made them aware of why I was waiting there.
That's cool.
Okay.
All right. Yes, everyone except the good doctor. Once again, a howl. This time, you know what? Mr. Hayes, with that roll, you are very aware that there are two separate howls from, yes, the same sort
See,
of...
that would be Thurston and...
Love it. Yes, and then I do need you three then to also please make a gut save, please. Look, it's Lincoln.
Oh, it's a
Time out for Lincoln time. Hello, Lincoln.
Boy. You
Wow.
have caused problems, boy.
The hat is wrapped up into cord.
There we go. All right.
At the right angle, your
There you go. Say
microphone looks like it has a nice head of hair. It's pretty nice.
Hello.
Hey, what you
Hello.
doing, Lincoln?
Do you have a minute to speak with me
We
about
got Porky
our...
Pig in it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No pants dance. Do the no pants dance.
Donald Duck in it. I'd like a moment to speak with you about our Lord and Savior, Sir Topham Hatt.
Tell us a story, Lincoln. What's your favorite story in the whole world?
Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes,
He's
sir.
smiling.
Yes, sir. 3 bags full. You know that one.
Do it.
How about 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed? One fell off and bumped his.
Meniscus.
Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. It's one of our favorites.
Good night, Lincoln.
Hi, Lincoln.
Hi, buddy.
Later.
Remind me what a guts check roll is.
You have a guts.
It'll be a stat that we roll.
Yep. It's a
Oh, got it.
Yep.
I've got it as a skill.
Yep. Skills. Guts is a skill.
Oh, 5.
All right, you made it. Reverend Fullerton, is that a critical fail?
That is a critical fail across the board. So that would
That's how you
require a red chip to negate, correct?
Yes. If you want to re-roll a critical fail, you must use a red chip.
I will do so.
All right.
Let's try that again.
There you
Better.
go. Much
Markedly better.
Good use of a red chip. Yes, you the three of you hear the howls.
Do you want me to do that too?
To roll a guts check, yes, please.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you had done that already. So.
No.
All right. All right. Wow. Mr. Hayes, it was unsettling for you, but you're feeling okay. Reverend, you didn't even feel that it was that unsettling. It seemed to have steeled you a bit to what your evening may hold. But the deputy, he's jonesing for some. I mean, he got excited. I mean, a tiny little erection, but he's excited. That
You
howl.
don't know me.
So a little more than usual.
With 3 raises on a guts check, yeah, you're like, wow, excited. That
Fuck it,
time,
we're going.
and it was indeed from those notice checks, and it was certainly closer, Mr. Reverend Fullerton. It was closer than the first time you heard it.
At this point, would just be kind of getting ready for bed, but I would rethink that, and I would go to knock on the good doctor's door.
Knocking on the good doctor's door.
I'm awake, so I'll probably hear it.
Very good.
Knock, knock, knock.
Who is it?
No.
It's it's the Reverend Doctor. Sounds like the howls are getting closer. I put nothing on you either way. We were told to keep the shifts, but I did want to let you know I'm going back out there.
Enjoy yourself.
That's what I thought. Have fun, fucker.
I will protect this inn and this bar.
Very good, very good.
And she will be in that bar.
Now, if I remember correctly, Deputy, I don't think you didn't hear, you were sleeping during, you had first watch when you were out the first time when the dogs were heard, so I don't think you've ever heard him before. Mr. Hayes.
Yeah, it was only myself and the good doctor.
Yeah, and the good doctor heard them, and Reverend Fullerton, yeah, I don't think you heard them, but they told you about them. I think that's kind of how that went down, something of that nature. Anyway, point is, I've got Doctor and Reverend, you guys are in the hotel, and we've got the deputy and Mr. Hayes. Mr. Hayes, you are in the saloon, and Mr. Gunn, or Deputy Gunn, do you want to return to where you told the good Reverend to go, or do you have a different plan?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd go around the. Yeah, I'd go back there.
Back here? Where we had him before? Very good.
Actually, I might. What's 7?
7. You haven't been there yet. Would you like to go investigate?
Is there a sign or nothing?
Yes, from there. That's a good point. There is a sign, basically an anvil and a hammer, and you can tell that there's a big old furnace.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that's the ice cream shop.
I would wander up to the ice cream shop.
Nailed it.
I'll take it to the candy shop. I'll let him lick the lollipop. It's fine. The
Hey,
So-
don't you stop.
Yeah, you can tell close up. It's obviously a metalworking shop.
Is there living quarters? That
There's not.
okay. Considering the furnace is probably still at least partially lit, right?
Oh yeah, I think those things stay. The coals are still like you can still see the embers.
Okay. Is it open air?
Yes.
Or is it okay? Yeah, I would basically duck in there for warmth, but also just to kind of hang out.
Cool. Yeah, it's like one of those little. It's got a roof, but for the most part, it's open. So it's a.
I really hope the Reverend was smart enough to come over here.
All right. Second hour in. Here we go. Here we go. All right. You don't hear anything. Let's have Mr. Hayes. Please make a notice roll.
Five.
All right. You, as you're looking out, are you on the porch or are you inside?
I'm on the porch.
You're on the porch. Very good. As you scan the area towards the constable's office and back again, you catch a little movement, a shadow out of the corner of your eye, back to the east, back towards the hotel. But you hear nothing.
I think I see something, but I don't hear anything.
Mary, I did.
Oh,
get
good point.
that and head out into the streets with probably like a lantern in my Springfield, and
Where did
I can barely hear you, Phil.
oh, sorry. I would have headed out into the street because we were 4 is the hotel, right?
Yeah, 4 is the hotel. Where were
so
you going? I'm sorry, I forgot that you had done.
I would have headed back close. I think at this point, I would probably go back to the stables and just kind of throw a blanket over myself with the rifle out and kind of I may allow myself to sort of rest a little bit, maybe
Okay.
even doze off, but I would want to be close should anything happen because of my concern from hearing the howls getting
Right.
closer.
And would you?
Did I happen to see the good Reverend walk past?
If
I think you would have. You would know that he had walked right by you with a lantern. You said, correct?
Okay.
So where do you think you would be in the stable area, sir?
just inside the main building, that
Just inside this little fenced
or
area.
just
here?
inside the stables, basically exactly where I was before.
Back where you were before. So let the thing catch up. So that look right?
Yep, perfectly fine.
All right. So you're back where you were before. So yeah, all that other stuff still applies then. Mr. Hayes, you saw some kind of movement.
Right. I will walk
this
to the
area.
end of the porch area there,
Okay.
just kind of creeping along there and keeping my eye off to the east, knowing that the stable are being covered by the good deputy and the good reverend.
Very good. Everyone, including the good doctor, make a notice roll, please.
Again, 5.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah. All of you hear, once again, the howl this time, very close. And with that raise, you have a pretty good idea where that howl is coming from. Everybody make one more gut check for me. All right.
I'll skating by.
Everybody made that gut check. Real quick, one more roll, a survival roll from all of you except the good doctor with that notice roll. Good doctor, you know where the howl came from. Let's get a sense if anybody else does. Wow, yeah. All right, yeah. Mr. Hayes, is that yours? The 5?
No, it's not.
Okay.
That is.
Okay. Good Reverend, it seems to echo off of all the buildings. You have no real sense of where exactly it's coming from. Mr. Hayes, you're absolutely aware that it's coming from the east, where you saw the movement. And Doctor, you know that it's really close, probably outside the hotel. And yeah, Deputy, you almost know how far away it is. You have a really good sense that howl came from Main Street to the west, just outside of the hotel.
Go back to the hotel.
Yep. So your sense is that came from right in here.
Okay. Ah, shit. Fuck. All right. I would start to try to make my way back that way.
Would you like to go down around from the south, or would you like to head up to Main Street and go down that way?
Yeah, I'd like to be an idiot. No, I'd like to go south along the outside of the stables.
Okay. I think movement. So you're headed back that way. Mr. Hayes, what would you enjoy doing?
I'm going to continue kind of along that path, but there's still like porchways.
Yep, there is a porch on the building next to you.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of continue along that, kind of using that as I don't know, kind of cover.
Okay.
Is that beef jerky?
No, cigarella.
No, is it? But is it beef jerky?
It's a cigarella.
You got a real one?
Oh, hell no, it's prop.
Oh, okay.
Giant Tootsie Roll.
It's a giant Tootsie Roll.
It wouldn't be there if it was a giant Tootsie Roll.
I'll be eating the fuck out of that Tootsie Roll.
Good doctor. What would you like to do?
I would like to. Now, I sent you a message on the book of face so that you know.
Yep,
something.
I know exactly what's going on, yes.
I would like to make my way to a Main Street facing upper floor window.
Very good, very good. Yes, there is a hallway that runs sort of across what would be the front of the hotel. So you're able to look out of a window that basically looks right down Main Street.
I would like to see if I see any of these howling creatures.
As you peer down through that window, you see this.
Azareth. We cannot see what the hell that is.
It's getting there.
It'll go.
Sorry for the pixelation. But that is what you see prowling around the corner of the hotel.
So where, Gerbil? Run!
Moving down Main Street to the west. It is as big as as a mastiff. It's a large dog-sized howling creature with huge claws. From your vantage points, you can't see its teeth, but because of your feelings about those kind of animals, you are pretty sure that it could eat your face.
Awesome. I'm gonna kind of slump down underneath that window. Okay, Dr. Mathis. It is irrational. What you feel is irrational. And I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna look out the window, I'm gonna try and shoot at it from the window.
All right. Wint now. The window is glass. It is closed.
I'm gonna open the window. Just a hair. Just enough to get my little
All right.
line up my shot out the window.
Now you got to do that Western thing where you break it out, and somehow that incredibly jagged old-style glass doesn't cut your hand holding out.
Oh, hell no. I plan on closing that immediately after I shoot. I don't know if these things can jump.
It is
Shoot back.
It is a hinged on one side, and there's a latch, and it does actually open and push open and swing out.
I will swing out just enough to aim and shoot at that thing.
All right.
So that is a d6 minus 1 because of my phobia. That is a 4.
That is a hit.
Wonderful.
Let's roll some damage, shall we? What are you shooting it with?
I will shoot at it with my Lamont grape shot pistol because the range is a little bit better.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you're pretty fucking close. It's just you're like basically right above that thing. So
12, 24, 48.
yeah, you're good. You're definitely good. Is let's see. I'm just standard shot, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is a 2d6, armor piercing 1, rate of fire 1.
All right.
It has 9 shots per reload.
Lovely. All
It
right.
has the stats of Kill a Man 2.
So it would be 10 damage with 1 raise.
All right. Wow, nice. You absolutely hit it, and you can see it jump from the impact, and it gives not so much a yelp, but a growl.
And I drop down below the windowsill again so that it hopefully can't see me.
Oh, don't shoot him. That'll just make him mad.
It lets out a screaming howl that is, just deafening. Everybody hears it. No one, you don't have to make a notice roll for something like that. And I am going to make you, good doctor, roll a guts check.
Okie dokie.
And now, with that, we need to draw initiative.
My guts check is a 4 and a -1 because of phobia. Well, that's a 4.
All right, you made it. Yes, Reverend.
Real quickly, did I notice the movement of either the good Mr. Hayes or the good Deputy Gunn?
Let's find out. Give me a notice check, please.
As far as like from my vantage point.
We're
Right.
gonna have this
right.
big fight, and Reverend Fullerton's gonna be asleep in the fucking stable.
Oh, I was certainly awake. That was established.
You may have seen Deputy move, so let's go ahead and find
Seeing
out.
him move from his position, I would have.
Yeah.
I find myself following him like a puppy dog a lot, and I don't like that, but that's what's happening right now.
But yes.
I know how you feel. I don't feel the same, but it is flattering.
Do you like to try to follow him directly, or are you just headed east?
I would head his general direction.
Okay. So at this point,
So that may change where I'm positioned when the initiative starts.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know if we can see all of that. Yep, we can just barely get all of that on the map. You guys are spread out a little bit, but here we go. We're going to do an initiative, and we're going to start with Mr. Hayes. Map cam. Here we go. And you still see? Doing a little shuffle. And Mr. Hayes. 4 of diamonds. And next up, Mr. Gunn, deputy. 9. And next up, the good doctor, Queen.
All right.
Yes, Queen.
And Reverend.
You see that so hard your camera froze.
So, our initiative. I'm going to write this down. We've got
Queen 9-4.
We've got the Reverend, the Doctor, the Deputy, and the Gambler. What should we call you? The Haze. Call him the Haze.
Just put like 5 A's.
The Haze. Next time. All right. Here we go. Reverend, what would you like to do?
Probably safe to assume I heard the gunshot.
Indeed.
If I could get,
Just can. Are you
reasonably speaking, I saw, I saw the deputy. Didn't sound like the gunshot was behind me. I probably reasonably assume that the gunshot is coming from the hotel, and I would make my quickest and most direct route there.
All right. So we'll head out this direction here. Our movement is 6, if I remember correctly. And unless you'd like to sprint, we'll move that to 10. Are you running?
I would sprint while like panting out the Lord's Prayer in staccato spurts.
All right, we'll put you right there.
How big are the squares again?
Each square is essentially 2 yards.
They're a meter, right?
They do this. I went this particular version of in Deadlands. They do use yards, so it's 2 yards, which is essentially like a meter. And all of those distances, all of the ranges are squares, not yards. So like a 12 is 12 squares, not 12 yards.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. So be 24 yards. But so everything's done in squares. Movement is number of squares. Range is number of squares. All that stuff. So this is all square work. Doctor, it is your turn again. It is in the initiative order.
Well, I probably would do the exact same thing. Head out, peek out the window, and shoot again if I can see one.
All right. You know what I didn't do? I didn't give the dog an order.
Oh,
He doesn't need one. No, you're
Am I doing it right?
You're doing fine. He doesn't need one.
Okay, he's done. He's at. Oh, I see. You're fucking with me.
he never
Okay.
gets to go.
Yeah.
So I do got to do that. Boom. Oh, he's 8. So he will be before Mr. Hayes. Actually, there are 2 dogs. Well, they'll both go. I just gave that shit away, didn't I? Oh, well.
Yeah, no, we already knew there was two. Well,
Already used
Yeah,
that.
you had a
Established
good guess
two
there,
eyes.
too.
Not a
So-
huge spoiler.
Not a huge spoiler. So, dogs are here.
You know what is a huge spoiler? That thing on the back of F1 cars.
It's true. They're pretty huge. It's a good point. All right.
Can I see one of the dogs?
You can. That dog that you shot is still exactly where it was,
Wonderful.
and it is pissed.
I will shoot at it again. And I will say, you feel free to require me to make any spirit rolls that you feel necessary.
I absolutely will.
Yes. Since we recently added the phobia for her. Ow! Fuck me! Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. Oh.
Are you,
That sounds
okay.
are you all right? Do you need a moment?
I resituated myself on a wooden chair and got a sliver, like, under my fingernail.
Oh.
Oh, I hate that.
I got it out, but god damn, it hurts. Ooh.
I would
Yeah.
put some stuff on that. That's,
Don't go eat salty things now, because that will make it worse.
I remember, like, that's a form of torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Under your fingernails. It hurts real bad.
It
Okay.
is, in fact, banned by the Geneva Convention.
I will do my shooting -1. I will go ahead and use my last white Benny
All right.
on this. Support.
Right.
Hit. Got your 4.
Excellent. That is 2d6 of damage, and I don't add the -1 to damage. So 7 points of damage on that boy.
You can tell that it feels it again, but it is, yeah. It doesn't seem to have done any real damage at all this time. However, it does look up and jumps
Oh shit!
jumps up at the door. And at this point, I would like you to make a spirit save.
Okay. This
Roll to shit thine pants.
Okay, so phobia is -1 to all traits. Does that include attribute rolls, I'm guessing?
All traits. Yes, I'm going to assume that would include an attribute. Yep.
Okay. Oh, I got a 4.
Oh, good deal. All right. You are not shaken then. But that scared the holy living shit out of you. And you absolutely ducked down and lost sight of that thing as it was coming up the wall towards you. Next up, good deputy.
I will, as much movement as I can, I'm going to try to get to the edge of number 6.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have 6 pace.
Yeah. Putting you at a sprint. You
That gives me
move
double,
full
right?
turn. Yep, full turn. We'll get you. Yeah, let's double it. That'd be 12. I'll put
Pace is the correct choice. I hear that other stuff is made in New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
New York City! All right, come on.
All right. Yep, the dog. So, yes, the one dog has already leapt up towards the window that the good doctor is inside of. But there is another dog. And Mr. Yes, good Reverend, please make a notice roll, please.
Wait, there's another dog?
Yes.
Ah!
See what you did there.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my goodness!
But
So you have to do it in that voice from the ghost last night.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
okay.
You notice another dog from the vantage point that you have right now. You see another of those crazy ass critters pretty much walking straight up the street again towards Maine.
It's rather presumptuous of him.
That's stupid, and I love it.
So that dog, yep, it just continues to slowly stroll. You can tell that it's sniffing at the ground. That's all you can see. And now it is Mr. Hayes' turn. You, Mr. Hayes, can still only see the one dog.
Right. Not knowing about this dog to the south of me, what I would probably do is move my 6 squares to the east, using the corner of that building as a little bit of cover.
Okay. So right around there-ish, if you can see on stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still want to be within line of sight of the beast jumping at the good doctor.
Yep, I think from there's no porch on this building, but right at that corner you could still see that
Yeah, because I'd like
dog.
to use that, like I said, to be able to step back into.
Yes.
And that puts me, I believe, in short range for my bolt.
Ooh.
So as I'm moving, I'm pulling out my deck of cards,
Lovely.
and I'm gonna conjure up a little bit of a soul blast,
Nice.
and I'm gonna put
Aretha Franklin's about to be played.
and I'm going to be
somebody.
putting 2 power points into this,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and let's see if I hit. We're using that as a shoot.
Yep. It's also a spell, so you have to make 2 rolls, don't you?
When you and I talked about it, we said we were just going to do it on a shooting
Okay, cool.
basis.
Cool.
And if I hit doing a normal shoot, then the spell succeeds.
All right.
How dare you question the game master? You take you shut your dirty mouth.
And I rolled a 6.
Which is a hit on a range.
And then for this particular spell, it is 2d6 per bolt.
2d6 per bolt. All right. And
So that's-
tell me a little bit more about the soul bolt. What are its properties?
It is a beam of energy, a projectile or other missile at a target. So in this point, it is a bolt of energy. It's kind of like electricity.
Okay. Very good.
So it hits 2d6 per bolt, so that's 4d6.
As the power you're supplying is electrifying.
For a total of 11 points with 1 raise.
Well,
You're the one I want.
well,
You're the one.
let's see here.
Laura, we're doing musical theater.
I already did one. You guys changed the musical. I did Billy Elliot.
Yep.
Excuse me, look at
Okay.
that.
All right. Okay.
That's terrible timing because I just ran out. I need to hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. Magical. That was a magical attack. 11 with 1 raise. It is obviously hurt by that bolt. And it falls. It actually falls to its side for a second, and is having a bit of trouble getting up. But it certainly isn't happy.
Was that the one that was jumping up at me?
Yep.
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 Oh,
That'd be that
you
one
are my
right there.
hero!
It turns. You could see that it's turning and looking right at you, Mr. Hayes.
Uh-oh.
Round 2. New initiative.
I realize that this is a new initiative every round, and I'm going to continue to write it down for my own.
Yep. All right. Here we go.
takes
put-
slightly a little bit
We have
longer.
an extra arm, Chad. We can throw you that microphone on an arm. We got an extra arm.
Yeah, I've actually got one. So,
Okay. Oh, I thought you were like picking it up and moving it.
yeah. Mr. Hayes, 2. Mr. Gunn, Queen.
Yes.
Doctor, 3. Reverend, 2. The dogs, 5.
Hankies.
Damn it.
Chad, wait for Chad. He's doing important things.
Let's do a poll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine actually is tea.
Delicious.
Yeah, so is mine. Sure.
Tea or sun tea or what is yours?
It is an Arnold Palmer.
Oh, that was a guy who played golf.
I have some screwball peanut butter whiskey and the rest of my cucumber water that I'm drinking for the day.
Water.
It's this Jameson stout caskmates is fantastic.
Jameson
All
and
right, and
Joe.
then it's
By the way, I posted some new tasty food.
Hayes and Reverend.
I shuddered.
Take a look at that. For anybody who's interested in the incredibly tasty food that Patrick and others post regularly on our Discord, go ahead and check out Discord.
Link appearing soon.
No! No!
You know, I haven't really eaten dinner yet, and I probably should still do that, so I won't look at it.
Okay, so sorry, I forgot to put up the map cam there, but yeah, looks like we got Mr. Deputy Gunn, the dogs, the good doctor, Mr. Hayes, and then the good Reverend.
Yeah, we in.
All right.
All in.
And, all right, so that means Deputy, continuing.
That's crazy. Deputy, yeah, I'm gonna try to get to the edge of that building. I
All
don't think I
right.
make it this round, actually. I really don't.
There's 8, 9.
5, 6, 7.
Do you want to go up further, or do you want to stop in the corner?
Yeah, go a little further. I don't think I'd do the full 12.
The
'Cause I-
credit.
well, actually, do the full 12 in that direction.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be within short range.
So that way, if you're sprinting pretty much towards that other dog, that'll put you about right there. Dig it?
And I can't do anything else, right?
Yep, you ran. That's your whole turn.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, dogs. Let me see what their movement is real quick here. Okay. So this dog is headed right towards you, Mr. Hayes.
There's a shock.
He doesn't quite make it. And this one also, since it was headed that direction, is also headed towards you. They are hunting, so they're not moving terribly fast. The good doctor.
Yes.
It is your turn, please.
All right. Well, I feel like I'm still in range with my pistol, 12, 24, 48.
Yep. Yep.
Even though I saw that it doesn't do much, it's about all I can do to try and help. So I will continue to shoot at the one that I can see from the window.
Do it.
Well, that is an 8. 1 raise.
Very good. It absolutely hits. Damage, please.
Does damage change with a raise? I forget.
It does.
Mike,
Does the dice roller automatically do that?
it does. As far
Because
as
this dice roller, which will be available on the market soon, does everything. It's one-stop shop for all your dice rolling needs.
So 6? That seems low.
Did you roll?
see, it shows there that you rolled a 4, and then your total damage is a 6 because the raise gave you.
The total damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, again, that thing.
Oh, okay. So I rolled a 3 and a 1. Okay, got it.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Patrick, your invention is fan-fucking-tastic.
Right.
Yes, it is.
You got its attention. It turns back, actually, and it turns around and looks at you and takes its mind off of Mr. Hayes.
And I will hide below the windowsill again.
And she ducks down again. And Mr. Hayes, that brings us to you.
Well, seeing the one turn away from me, I'm less concerned about that one than the one that is approaching me.
Yes.
So again, with my deck in hand, I'm going to try something just a little bit different with this one. I noticed that the electricity seemed to work on that one, but since they are covered in fur, I'd like to see what a little bit of flame does to it, because everybody knows that Hayes is good with the flame.
He's straight fire, yo.
Yeah. This also a ranged attack?
This
Or
is
this was a cone attack, wasn't it?
Look
yeah,
out,
because
house.
it's a flame template. That is correct.
Yes. Okay.
So it is a cone attack.
So this would be a magic roll. A spell casting roll, correct?
Yep. Just steal that. 6.
And let's see here.
And then the damage would be 2d10.
All right. So you have successfully cast, and the cone, comes down. Essentially, they have a cone thing in this software. They do, but I don't know where it is. So, yep. I think the cone is large enough. You probably miss the one that's turned back to the good doctor.
I just have to be careful not to set fire to the buildings.
Indeed. And what's the
Set fire
range
to the
on
building.
that?
Do it.
And it's going to be a 2d10 damage.
Okay.
Chaos. Murder.
And for a humble 8 with 1 raise.
All right. You see that, yes, the flame engulfs the hound, and it absolutely just put its shoulders into it and just walked right into it. Flames engulf it. It disappears inside the fire, and as the cone dies down, there is the dog. Its fur is indeed on fire, but it continues to walk towards you, its eyes glowing red.
I do got to tell you, with victims have a 1 in 6 chance of catching fire, so I don't know if you have to want to roll that.
Let's 1 in 6 on catching fire.
Hey, Patrick, shut the fuck up.
I think from a storytelling perspective, it being on fire is pretty fucking cool.
Okay, well then, it's on fire.
But we'll roll it anyway. And
it would determine
some
whether or not the
barbecue.
flames just kind of die away, just like kind of wisp off after a brief conflagration, or if it that came out weird, or if it just remains on fire.
it is, let's see, that's just a single D6 roll. In that roll, it would not have caught on fire, but you know what? Fucking thing's on fire.
Right, he's on fire.
And it just continues to walk towards you.
I like dark meat, by the way.
Good Reverend, I would like you to make a
you.
faith roll at this point, please.
Oh, go ahead and use Benny on that. Not a critical fail, so I can use white.
Very good. Very good. Yes, faith. Your faith roll. You, when you saw that creature, you could feel the evil. You could feel that this dog, that this creature, has come from hell.
So spooky.
What would you like to do, sir?
Send it back.
Good answer. Now show me.
From my position, is about 6 squares I can move through natural movement. Is that correct?
You can move 6 and still have more action, or you can move 12 and use up your entire action.
Okay. If I could move 6 almost directly east, up a square if possible, or north a square if possible. That structure there, is that outcropping like just like a little ramp? Is that something I can still see the dogs over, or is that obstructing my line of sight?
That is obstructing your line of sight to the dog. It is almost like a little covered warehouse type thing. It's like, we'll call it a storage area.
I see. Well, then,
Little pitched roof right here. So
in that case, I may as well sprint the entire distance, and then I would hit the corner there and peek around to get an assessment of the situation.
So right in, say, that area?
I would still be like sort of
Hiding.
covered behind it, but
Okay.
I would be able to look around and
Yep.
see.
You can see around the corner from that. You're pretty close to the dog that is on fire.
And just panting, I would ready my rifle, and then next turn maybe shit goes down.
There we go. Cool. All right, another initiative. Okay, Mr. Hayes. King. Mr. Deputy. Jack. Doctor. Queen. Weird. And Reverend. 7. And the dogs. Jack. So, then let's see. Hearts before clubs, right? So we
Clubs,
have
clubs trump hearts.
clubs sometime. Okay.
It was alphabetical.
Is that me or them then? It was me.
So let's see. First, we've got
Or no, sorry. I apologize. I'm wrong.
It is
it's
reverse, right?
alphabetical.
Yeah, it is reverse. So, so Mr. Hayes, and then the doctor, and then the dogs, and then deputy, and then Reverend brings up the rear once again.
I drew a king the first time, but I don't need another one. My Lord Savior Jesus Christ is my only king.
Before we jump into the new order, would you like to say a quick prayer, Reverend? And when I say quick, I do mean quick.
Oh, I was doing the Lord's Prayer on my way there.
Okay.
As I said, panting it out. I think by the time I reach that corner, I am done.
Okay, very well. Mr. Hayes.
Hi.
All right. So is the one still facing towards the good doctor?
Yes,
All right. So I've got the attention of the one still in front of me.
correct.
This time through, I do extend my Derringer from my sleeve because I prefer not to, cast a spell at the Reverend.
Ah, yes, I see your point.
I'd still have a chance of shooting him, but less of a chance of causing him damage. So I'm going to go ahead and take a shot. And at that point, I'm going to use a white chip.
Lovely.
A 4.
Hit with your tiny baby gun.
With my baby gun that still does 2d6 damage, though.
Bullets.
Reduce that.
One day I hope to get shot and go, sorry, that only did 1 dice. 6 damage. You've done nothing.
11 and a raise.
11 and a raise. It, yep, obviously hits it. You can see that it didn't like it, and it just keeps coming.
All right.
Doctor.
Yes. I will continue my shooting from the safety of my window.
All right, pop on up.
Boom. I miss.
All right, you can see a tiny little dust cloud pop up just next to it. And the dog's turn. The dog that you just shot at starts sprinting towards you.
Oh, dokey.
And I would like you. Can you make multiple spirit rolls for your phobia? Or does your phobia, is it just one spirit roll per encounter? Do you remember?
I can make as many spirit rolls for my phobia and other things as you want.
Okay. Then I'd like you to make a phobia spirit roll as you watch it charging towards you and leaping again at that top second floor window.
That's 2. I have 1 red penny left that I'm going to use. And if I fail, then I suppose that is what is meant to be in this moment.
You can feel that thing slam into the side of the building. But you are not shaken. And you did duck down from the window at that point? Okay. So you feel it slam in. The dog that is on fire charges towards you, Mr. Hayes. And it reaches you, and it does attack.
7d6 damage. We hardly knew ye.
It could happen.
Let's see here. It does... an exploratory attack. Okay. What is your parry, sir?
My parry is 4.
Parry is 4. All right. And it has a fight of D8. It is not. Ooh, it gets you. With 1 raise. And what is your toughness, sir?
5.
Okay, you take 1 wound,
Okay.
and you are shaken. Would you like to try to soak that wound immediately by rolling a vigor roll?
Yes, let's. Four.
Nicely done. With that vigor roll, you have whatever they call it. Soaked that wound. You are still shaken, however.
Mm-hmm.
But you have soaked the wound, so you are still no wounds. Deputy, still just running your ass off?
Do I need to make a spirit roll on being shaken?
I'm sorry. Yes, that is correct. One moment, Mr. Gunn, or Deputy Gunn.
Spirit is 8. Okay, so that means success.
All right. So you're actually you are not shaken either.
It says not shaken, but may only do free actions. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. Deputy.
I'm gonna walk 2 squares towards the one at the hotel, and by my count, that puts me at 12. Tell me
Okay.
if you're wrong.
No, I'll go with
At
it.
12, I'm within short range from
All
a
right.
pistol.
Sounds good. You are within short range.
Okay. Then I will finally shoot something. Yay! I'm gonna shoot at the thing trying to kill the doctor.
Lovely. Hit.
That's 7.
Hit.
That's 2d6 plus 1. 7.
7. Yep, you absolutely hit it. It shakes it off. Also pissed, turns to look at you. The new
Well, shit, didn't mean that.
the new source
Take it back.
of its
Eat the doctor.
of its rage. Here we go.
I hear Corbin in the background, just like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
That was
Reverend,
clearly that was your blue buff."
Reverend sir.
I peer around that corner, see one bearing down on Mr. Hayes.
All right.
I take aim, as I say. Dogs surround me, a pack of villains encircles me, but you, Lord, do not be far from me. You are my strength. Come quickly to help me.
All right. Make a faith roll, please.
We'll use that last penny.
Ho! All right, nicely done, sir. You feel
Very nice.
You feel a power as you clutch your weapon. You feel a power raise inside of you, and your gun feels warm to your touch. You now have a +4 to hit with that
Ew.
weapon.
Murder.
And you now have the smite spell.
I hate that game.
We were just talking about it. Right. And I fire my weapon with a +4. It is 11 to hit with one. That is a hit with a raise.
That is lovely. And with that smite affecting that shot, the hound yelps in pain and falls away from Mr. Hayes and turns to look at you, its fur still smoldering and on fire.
All right. The damage. Okay, so that's. Why am I having trouble?
So its damage is what? Was that like 2d8 plus your raise?
It's all messed up here. It appears to say 10d6 times 2, but I know that's not right. Sorry, I don't know how this got messed up.
Well, were you? What's your gun?
Springfield rifle.
Springfield. Springfield.
Yeah, that's two. I think it's 2d10.
2d10. Yep.
Okay. I don't know how that got fucked up.
2d10 plus your raise.
Total of 10 damage.
Total of 10. All right. Yep. It as I said, it falls away. You obviously in pain. It seems to be favoring one of its rear legs. And that brings us to, again, more initiatives.
Yay! More initiative.
So many initiatives.
Yay!
All right, here we go. Mr. Hayes. Ace. Mr. Gunn. 9. Doctor. 2. Reverend. Another ace. And the dogs. 10. So we've got clubs versus spades.
Oh, good. They go before me.
So spades goes first.
Boys, kill them all. Go.
Okay, so that is Mr. Hayes. And then the Reverend. And then the dogs. And then the deputy. And finally, the good doctor. Mr. Hayes.
Still using the Derringer. I'm gonna shoot the face off this thing. Well, I'm not aiming though, but that's what I'd like to do. I rolled a 7.
You certainly hit him.
The 2d6 damage. 11 with the raise.
11 with the raise. That bullet, yep, it smacks it. It shakes it off. It's trying to get to its feet. It turns, yep, absolutely is looking at you now. Reverend.
Let the rifle slink to my side off of its strap and pull out my newly acquired peacemaker.
Good choice, Reverend. Good choice.
Take aim at the same beast and fire.
Can I be honest with you, Reverend? Don't just let that rifle slink to your side. Let the bodies hit the floor.
The smite is on the rifle, so your shot with the peacemaker will be standard.
Okay. Yep. It is a 5. Hits, but no raise.
It hits.
All right. Damage is 2d6 plus 1. I believe I have that right. Yeah. Okay. All makes sense now. There was just an added numeral on there that kind of messed things up. Oh, whoops. I messed that up. It was supposed to be... It doesn't matter. There's no raise. That was supposed to be damage. I accidentally hit roll.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, total damage is 13.
13. Nice. Unfortunately, yes, it hits him. You can tell that he feels it, but he turns towards you, turns back to Mr. Hayes. It's, yes, you have its attention, but that's about it.
And then with my movement, I would then pull back around the corner and begin to reload the rifle.
All right, so you'll pull back here. Rifle is reloading. Very good. The dogs. First dog. Still, its attention still with the good doctor. It starts to prowl the building looking for a way in.
Blessings to you, Tahamas123. Thank you very much for subscribing with Prime.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Woo! Thank you.
And the other hound.
That calls for pinkies.
Yeah, right?
Indeed, yes.
It does. You know, I'm going to pour a proper drink this time because I don't think I should be pulling off this bottle.
I think you should. Friday will be real interesting for you. That whole work day you got left to do.
Right.
In the immortal words, let the bodies hit the floor.
Lovely.
Nothing wrong with me.
All right. The dog nearest you, Mr. Hayes.
I wonder what he's gonna do.
He backs up one, but then he howls in a way that makes your ears almost burst. I need you to make a gut save for me, please.
Yeet.
I have to pee, but I know that I'm coming up. Just gonna wait.
Wow.
It was very real. Oh no.
It kind of just makes you also a little excited. Give me a cool one-liner here for your excitement after hearing that howl.
Well, don't that make my pants want to get up and dance?
That was delightful. I really enjoyed that. That was pretty good there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed.
That was the first time you've ever impressed us. Great job.
Deputy,
Hey?
which one? Which puppy?
I'll continue walking forward, do my pace. I'll go after the one trying to get into the hotel, though.
Okay. We'll put you about there with the walk. Actually, we'll put you in line of sight so you can see it. That's 6. Would you like to go more, or would you like to use another action?
No, I'll shoot.
Okay.
I'll shoot at it.
Take a shot, no cover. Oh, nice. 2 raises on that.
Wheat.
13 damage.
13 damage.
I just grazed it the first time. Some bitch, you know. Take a few more steps and I'm ready.
You can pretty much see that bullet enter its ass. It jumps up and twirls around and falls to the ground and stares back at you. And
Wait, you dead or not?
but it ain't dead.
Oh.
Not dead yet. He's singing is not dead yet.
Say, Bart.
It's not dead yet.
And the good doctor.
Yes. Well, that one has, I think, moved around to the point where I might not be able to see it from my window pane.
You cannot.
So I'm gonna go ahead and close the window and
right.
rush down to make sure that the door to the tavern is barred
Okay.
and try and reinforce that door a little bit.
You have enough movement inside that place where yes, you can get down in a single move, single turn. You can get down to that front door. There is no locking mechanism. There is no there's nothing that seems that can lock the door itself. There are those hooks that you can place a board over it to bar the door, but you do not see the board next to the door. I will remind you that this is a hotel. There is a front desk just off to one side.
That bird about to get eaten. So
there is a little seating area, like not so much a dining area, but there are a couple of tables and chairs off to the side that's underneath here. Bar, yep. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I think my first instinct would be to honestly check behind the bar for
Okay.
the board.
All right, that'll be.
The check-in stand may not be there all the time, but the bartender would.
Let's. This will be the rest of your turn, but we'll go ahead and have you make a notice roll.
And this roll does not. Would you say this roll is impacted by the phobia or not because it's not directly related to the?
I would say not impacted by the phobia.
Okay. Whoops, 17.
Wow.
3 raises. I know exactly where that damn bar is.
You almost don't have to look. You just reach behind, and there it is. A big piece of oak that it is perfectly, seems to be perfectly sized for that. But unfortunately, your turn has ended.
Yep. Well, I have the bar, and it's getting whacked in the nose.
Booped in the snoot.
All right. Here we go. She's peeing. Let's see what happens, shall we? Mr. Hayes, Queen, Deputy, Jack, the good doctor, 7, Reverend, 10, dogs, 4.
Okay. It'll be Buford, me, Fullerton, Mathis, dogs.
All right. Mr. Hayes.
You have very good handwriting for how quickly you write.
Why, thank you.
All right. Once we switch over to the other screen, I'll take a look and see what's going on.
That was a subtle, hey, switch the fucking screen.
Hey, get your shit together.
I don't think it was so subtle. Well, again, it's just a Derringer shot. And hopefully between the 3 of us, we can keep him bouncing back and forth. That is a miss, but I think I'm going to use another one of my bennies. And try again. 6.
Hit.
And then the damage. $12 with 2 raises.
With the Derringer. It, you can tell that bullet had effect. It also, once again, sort of falls to the ground and struggles to right itself again, but still is able to do so, and again is pissed. But it certainly had effect, you could tell. Deputy.
Yes. I'm gonna take a few steps forward and do the same thing I was doing.
To the
One at the hotel.
Dog at the hotel. All right. So, put you forward. Take your shot, sir.
All right. Whoop. I'm going to re-roll.
All right.
Use a red, re-roll that. Okay, here comes number 2. There it is. That's what we're
On the wild dice. 16 on the wild dice. That's a lot of explosions.
Now, damage, sir. Wow.
Did you hit damage, or was that another roll because it reduced your number of raises?
No, it's 1 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Why did
that's
it
right.
change the number of raises?
One raise.
You had 3 raises before. Did you hit
that
the
needs
roll
to-
button or the damage button?
I hit the damage button. That should be 10 then. It should be 10.
Okay.
There's 3.
Yeah, I'll
There's
give
3
it.
raises.
Yeah. With a 10 damage, it obviously you hit him. Seems to have no other effect than except to just piss it off.
Okay.
And Reverend, are you loading?
I'm spending my time reloading, and I have seen him in the watchfire of 100 circling hands. They have builded him an altar in the evening.
And that is a rate of fire. Yeah, reload 2. Holy shit. Okay.
So I started reloading last time. Got to
Yep.
re-roll this whole
Yep.
turn this time.
So then you'll be loaded up. All right. All right, Doctor.
All right. I'm going to bar that door.
I would like you to make a spirit save or spirit roll at this point.
That is a 10.
Very well done. All right. Yep, you bar that door. Shatunk.
I sort of mentally say, fuck off! And bar that door.
Chunk, chunk, chunk. From behind you, you hear, "What is going on out here?"
Go back to bed. I mean, go back to bed. Everything's fine.
Okay. She backs back up. He backs back up and behind that little curtain.
And I will use the rest of my turn to brace myself behind a table.
All right. You are now behind a table in a room behind a barred door. All right. Dog's turn. The hound at the inn takes a few steps towards the deputy and then unleashes an unworldly howl. Mr. Gunn, I'd like you to make a gut save, but because of your last gut save, you get a +2 on this gut save because you're still a little bit hard. Mr. Gunn, deputy.
My nephew.
Tell me what's going on there, Dep.
It's me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Buford. Shit, I thought you were talking to Buford. I apologize.
Sorry. Yes.
Gut save, you said?
Gut save with a +2 because of your last gut save. You got. Oh yeah, you're still like. Bring it, motherfucker. Give me a one-liner.
Well, I'd like to say this is pretty normal, but it's not.
Not as quite as good as Dancing Pants, but that's hard to follow. So
Still,
I think
the young man has guts and spades.
I think that is appropriate for D6 smarts. I'm just saying.
Mr. Hayes, the dog in front of you actually begins to limp off past you down the main street.
It heads.
So it's actually headed back, continues to go west, and it seems to be angling towards one of these two buildings. And I guess we're back at another initiative. All right, Mr. Hayes.
Draw for initiative.
9. Deputy. 10. Or King, excuse me. I'm dumb. Doctor. 9.
Woo!
Reverend. 6. Dogs. 5.
5. Gotcha.
So we've got the deputy, and then we've got, let's see, that'd be the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Deputy.
Hey, is that
Doctor. Let's see. Deputy, Doctor, Hayes. Reverend.
Dr. Hayes, Rev.
And dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that thing's running at me, right?
That thing is not running as much as just sort of stalking towards you.
Well, shit. I'm gonna start backing up. And I'll use my full pace in reverse, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not gonna turn my back on it because I know enough about animals and I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I hear you. So make it back here, closer to the building. Where would you like to be?
I'd like to be, right about near Padre, but not on top of him.
Okay. How about like right in here?
No, more in the middle, where that red thing is. Is that on your screen?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you. So like right in there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I will shoot.
Cool.
That'll be. I hit technically.
Yeah.
That is a 9. Damage wise.
Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Nice. Got a little raise. Yeah. Absolutely. You hit it. Doesn't seem to stop it. It's still stalking toward you.
Rev, whenever you're ready, can go ahead and let loose, guys.
Doctor.
I stay put.
I'll be right back.
All right. The doctor has chosen not to move. I'd like you to make a spirit roll. One more spirit roll, please.
$14 with 2 raises.
Damn. Yep. You are perfectly fine. No worries with that. Okay. Mr. Hayes. You've just watched that dog stalk off.
Yep, with him limping down away from me. It's probably easy enough to catch up with him by walking towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And I do want to put a bullet in his back.
Okay. You walk up just a couple of paces, or staying where you're at?
Yeah, probably a little bit closer. I mean, I figure he's on his last leg.
Okay.
And let's see. Even that close, I missed.
Well, Derringer's not a terribly accurate weapon. Sometimes those things are little tiny barrels. They just go astray. So.
Nope, I missed.
Pew! Little cloud of dust pops up. Doesn't seem to phase the little hound at all. It just continues to walk in the direction it was going. Reverend. Your weapon is now loaded.
Indeed. Seeing this other beast approaching the deputy, I would take aim at it.
Smite still stands.
Fire my smitified Springfield.
+4.
No races, apparently, but we hit.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything to damage on that?
No, just the hit gets the smite. The damage is normal.
2d10s.
Do well.
That will be. Oh god! I accidentally hit roll instead of damage. Hold on.
Go ahead and do it again.
13.
13. It's pretty much the same. It does obviously hits. It staggers just slightly, stops where it is for a second, and then continues slowly stalking towards the good deputy. So yes, the dog's turn. It continues. It's moving slow but determined. Makes it about to there. This one continues, and the one that Mr. Hayes, that you have been just pounding with your little tiny gun, steps up onto the porch of this building and is headed towards the entrance. Another round.
Give it a pounding, Buford.
Oh.
Pound it.
No lube.
Mr. Hayes. Mr. Gunn. The good doctor.
Four,
The Reverend
6.
and the dog. So,
7.
we've got
Okay, so it'll be Fullerton, myself, the dogs, Hayes, Mathis.
Well, I got a 6. Didn't I?
No.
Nope, you got
He
the
was
3,
doing-
unfortunately.
The way he was announcing it, I was doing it.
My bad. My stream is slow.
Da, da. So, what was that again? We got Reverend.
It's going to be
Deputy.
Reverend, myself, the dogs, Hayes, Mathis.
Hayes, and the doctor. Okay.
I promise you I'm trying to pay attention.
You're doing well. Doing better than me. All right.
Bad about going so dead silent for a while. Patrick there.
Reverend.
Terrible.
Reverend, sir.
Well, once again, as this thing is still approaching,
I'd like
primary
to.
weapon expended. I'd reach for the peacemaker again, and
I want to remind the Reverend that you feel in your bones that these are creatures of hell.
He's a holy symbol, idiot.
I would also pull out new to me Bible,
Yes, your new Bible.
and I would say a little prayer as I take aim. And depending on how my spirit roll goes, will determine how badass that prayer sounds.
Can we change his ability score from spirit to Holy Ghost?
All right. Yes. Let's have another faith roll from you, sir, as you say that awesome prayer.
It is successful.
It is. So give us a little prayer.
As I raise my Colt 45 with Bible in hand, I would say, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God."
Yes, your smite is successful on this on the peacemaker. You have a +2 with that faith roll.
So that'll be +2. 7. No raises.
You hit.
2d6 +1, all the same. 6 damage.
Yep, you hit, and that you can you actually see the bullet hit and sort of just move across its hide, through its hair, and hit into the ground. Poof. Deputy.
I would like to. Wait, did it kill it? Did he kill it?
No.
Shit. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna eat me. Okay, well, I'm gonna take off full pace the other direction because I've made a horrible mistake. And I'm gonna shoot backwards.
All right.
So six movement.
Yep, got your back.
I'll still be within short range.
Yeah.
And then that's 9, 1 raise.
Nice.
And that is 11.
Yep, you hit. And yep, same thing. That thing just
I don't know what you're looking for here, Chad.
That keeps pacing. Yep. Yeah. Hey guys, you're so close. But I need a number. I gotta get the number. If I don't get the number, I'm sorry. I mean, I gotta playing. Yep. Okay. Come on, guys. You got this. Big rolls. Big rolls.
That was a big roll. It was real big.
The dogs keep coming, and this one finds the entrance to that particular building and breaks through the door, and it is now inside that building. Mr. Hayes.
Yeah, I got to follow that dog.
Follow that dog. Are you rushing or are you...
Well, I've got 6 pace.
Yeah.
So that gets me close enough.
It could put you right in front of the door.
Right.
And still have an action.
Right. So that's what I'm going to do. And again, get there, and I believe that's when I'm going to fire off another shot from the Derringer.
Little baby gun. Go.
Oh no.
I do have a blue chip.
Yep, and you can reroll.
Which allows me to negate the critical fail.
Yes.
And reroll again.
Yeah.
10 with the raise.
Nice.
Damage again, 2 dice 6. 13 with 2 raises.
There's the number I need. That bullet drives into the flesh of that hellish hound, and it drops to the floor. Blood, more of an acrid black ooze, spilling from its wounds. And the smell. Oh my God, the smell.
French toast. Fresh.
Give me a quick notice roll, now that, Mr. Hayes.
I want French toast. God damn it, why did I do that to myself?
4.
All right, that's enough. You are very aware that you are in the Undertaker's business, his building, coffins. There is the body of Whitey McGee on a table. Not even really covered up that much. Its head is actually gone. So there's that. All right.
I know where it is.
Well, once I see Whitey McGee, I pretty much know where that head is.
Doctor.
Well, hearing no scratching at that front door, I would believe that dog is not near the front door. Or that it has changed its mind. I have done relatively pretty damn well on holding my fear at bay. So I will go and unbar that door and open it slightly to see if I can see one of these damn dogs.
From the door, you can see that yes, one of the dogs is there. Very close by are the deputy and the reverend.
I will use the rest of my movement to go out and maybe try and get at the corner of that building there where I can still have a little bit of cover.
Like right there?
Yes.
Lovely.
That's exactly the square that I was thinking of. And if I still have an action, I will shoot at it.
I will give it to you. If you miss, we will have to use a bystander rule to see if you actually hit.
Yeah,
the
kill a
deputy.
man.
Hit the deputy.
We'll see.
Not me.
Well, I did. And I don't have any more pennies.
Okay, let's see what that is. Let's see
Why
what that
can't you do
bystander
the
action is.
thing where you
Because I am frightened of that.
not shoot me? Dude, don't do that part.
Because I'm scared of dogs.
Where the heck is that bystander action? I think it's something like let's have you roll. Man, I wish I don't have. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Well, we could also just roll a d4 and evens I hit him, odds I don't.
Let's do that. That's a lot quicker. Let's do that. I know there's an action.
Hit him. Here's your damage.
Shit.
6 total damage.
6 damage. What's your toughness, sir?
5.
Oh man. Got through the toughness. Roll a spirit roll to see if you're shaken. You're not damaged. You're not actually wounded because she didn't raise, but see if you're shaken or not.
No.
You are not shaken.
Got wanged.
Ow! The bullet.
God,
Shoo.
Mathis, I'm gonna shoot you back.
We're gonna quick see where he was nicked. We're gonna make a
Body chart.
roll 2d6s and tell me what the total is.
I'm Derek Jeter. You shot me, you dick.
I'm sorry, what?
9.
9. Oh wow. Okay. So you grazed the side of his rib, of his ribs. Goes through the shirt. Got a little bullet burn going on the side. Deputy.
I'll fix it later.
I'll fix you.
I thought I should help instead of hide. I'm sorry. I'll go back to hiding.
Help by shooting the enemy.
I did 3 times.
All right, Mr. Hayes. 10. Deputy 8. Doctor King.
10.
Reverend 8. Dog 5. So we got the doctor, Mr. Hayes. Let's see. That would be
Clubs over diamonds. It's my spades over diamonds.
Yep.
It's myself.
Deputy, Reverend, Dog, Doctor. Do something awesome.
Well, I'll come back out from around. I'll run closer to where I have a better shot and hopefully not in the line of the deputy.
You want to come off to the side here a little bit? Is that what you're kind of thinking?
Is the map back up? I just see the
Oh,
call.
sorry, my bad.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, here we go. There you are.
In my head.
Like right in there.
Let's see. My pace is 6.
Yeah, you were here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could put you here, and then
You
you'd
know
be
what?
out of line of sight.
Over there, I forgot. So I can actually get right up next to the thing.
Okay.
And she's gonna kind of let out a blood-curdling scream and jump at it. And I'm going to stab it,
Lovely.
hoping that maybe my stabby weapon does a little bit more than my gun is doing.
Lovely.
So
It's your target is 6.
okay. I'm assuming that's probably more of a fighting roll than a shooting roll.
Yeah, that'd be a fighting roll.
Well, this was probably a stupid choice, but it's fine. 4.
So your target was 6. So you actually, you actually miss. The dog jumps out of the way as it flails around because it feels you coming. So miss.
I'll stand there with my hands in front of me and hiss at it.
Mr. Hayes.
I look around the room to see if there's a set of pliers or something like that. Something that I may be able to use to pull a tooth from this creature.
Quick notice roll then, please. Okay. You find, an implement that looks like you could grab something and pull with.
Because for some strange reason, I want to have a souvenir.
Okay. Well, while you're pulling on that thing, let's go to the deputy.
Will you please end this while I have it distracted, maybe? Mr. Gunn?
Deputy Gunn.
Yes,
It is
I
your-
will shoot it.
Time to shoot stuff.
Wait, how far away am I?
You are plenty within range.
I'm fine. All right.
Heaven
It's
forbid
trying to
you
eat
miss
her.
with
Why'd
her
you
right
run all the way
behind
up to it? Crazy.
But clearly, you weren't paying attention to the background of why I did what I did. But I have it distracted, so kill the damn thing.
All right. Seeing that Dr. Mathis has made a very strong decision, I will run at it.
Running at it. Dun, 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 dun.
I have a rope
Okay.
and a decent riding skill.
All right. I like where this is going. Let's. Tell me what your plan is, sir.
I'm gonna break me a werebadger.
All right. And where would you like to begin? Have you thought this out? Have you been researching this online, how to break a werebadger?
I would probably try to rope it first.
All right. That seems like a ranged thing, a rope thing. So let's use shooting for that.
I accept your terms, sir. I got a 5. I have roped it.
You have a lasso around it. You absolutely do.
I would have gone around the head with that.
Okay.
So, Odeo Clown to hog tie it on the spot.
This idea did not exist more than 60 seconds. I'm just going with I see. I jump up and athletics.
Let's do why not? Let's do an athletics thing to see if you're able to. Are we trying to mount the animal? Okay.
Yes.
Then let's use athletics to see if you can mount it, and then we're going to do riding.
I mounted just fine.
You mounted the shit out of that thing. You are now on the back of this. You're essentially breaking the hellhound. So let's do riding, but we're going to give you, because it's not broken already. Let's do a -2 to riding.
Do I get to use my +2 from the?
Yes.
Can I justify to make it even?
Yes. With that raise.
The
The raises, yeah.
With that raise, I will let. So -2 plus the 2. It is an even.
I'm gonna use my last. Fuck me! You didn't know that.
It bucks you.
You did this.
It bucks you off. You land on your ass, and it's not its turn yet, but you can see that it is veering off. It is ready to run away. It is, however, the Reverend's turn. Let's remember that it does have a rope hanging off around its neck.
In that chaos, did the deputy happen to see my stabby weapon?
I didn't. No.
No.
I was concerned that it was about to eat you.
It was. He was distracted.
All right.
You are thrown. How many? You are thrown 2, 1, 2. You're thrown way over here from that buck. It's a hellhound. So
I'm thrown 6 feet.
you are just tossed.
No, that's like 12.
That's
feet.
like 12 feet. You're just like, wah! And Mr. Reverend Fullerton, sir, what is your move?
Well, these two are doing such an excellent job distracting him. I casually walk up to the space just north of it.
Here.
Yes, that's the one.
All right.
Stick the Bible in my teeth. Take careful aim with my now smited peacemaker with 4 rounds still in it.
Yes.
And I fan the hammer.
All right, fanning the
Into its
hammer.
brain.
Okay. Here's how we're going to play this. It's an automatic hit. I want you to roll roll shooting to see if you raise.
Okay. No, do I take the fan the hammer penalty?
At this point, no, because you are right up on top of him.
No raise.
All right, no raises. So, how many? It's fanning the hammer. You can do 3 rounds.
I can do the remainder of the chambers.
Okay, so that would be for how many shots?
Sorry, I can do up to 6, but I have 4 bullets left, so
All right.
that'll be 4 shots.
4
So
shots.
that'll be 8d6 plus 4.
Do it. And yes, the top of its skull essentially liquefies, and it drops to the ground, dead.
Get behind me, Satan!
And with that, we are going to end tonight's episode.
The hell were you earlier? I jumped on the damn thing.
Thank you.
I'm wondering why.
She shot me.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That was some crazy ass hellhound fighting shit that just went down there.
Where's my damn hat?
And that is, of course, the long night in Cuchiti. Once again, thanks for watching. We've got Sunday. We have 5e. We got on Tuesday. We're gonna do another episode of Level 1 GM, and then Wednesday we've got some more 5e with Krasden, and then back to here. So come hang out with us. If you want to hang out with us on Discord, there's a link somewhere in the chat, I'm sure. So look for that. Have fun,
Buford.
That's a great fucking question. Where is that sumbitch?
I love this fucking reaction.
I was busy killing things by myself.
You didn't help at all. We were shooting this damn thing. You're all fucked off.
That thing was
somewhere
half
else.
dead because of me.
Take the damn dick out your mouth before you start talking.
He's not lying. That's totally fucking true. So. Bye.